AFTV, Julian, was that a damaging defeat? It looked like that last guy said that we need to stop panicking because it is now within 4 points. That was a poor performance today, wasn't it?
Well, there's a number of questions in there. First one, was it damaging? It's absolutely damaging because we've lost 3 points and our nearest rivals have both won. It's now becoming a close run championship again. Whereas before, as we've said, if we'd won certain games in the last few weeks, it would be out of sight. We could have put that to bed. We could be concentrating on the League Cup. We could be concentrating on the Champions League and the FA Cup. But now we've got to worry about the Premier League. But it's not over. But we are in a close run competition now.
You're old enough to know leagues. I mean, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Well, it didn't have to go that way, but I keep lurching from one to the other. Sort of during the game, I'm feeling despondent. I said to you with about 15 minutes to go that we got 15 minutes to save our season, which then I look back at what I said. It was a stupid thing to say. It really was, because the season doesn't depend on 15 minutes, but it felt that way at the time, and it feels that way that when we lose to Manchester United, and then you see how close the other two teams are, that when they catch us up, I start feeling nervous. But as that gentleman before, it was very inspirational words, is that our job as fans isn't to start panicking, isn't to start getting on the backs of the team. We should be supporting the team. We should feel confident, because you can look at it in a positive way, in as much as we are still 4 points clear, and it's a fantastic position to be in. So we shouldn't panic.
But we're going for a bad patch in the league now, isn't it? Because when you think about it, I mean, 2 draws and a loss in our last 3 games. One of those draws were at home. I mean, the team's lost form, innit?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment...
In the league?
Yeah, in the league. Look, the reality is, at the moment, if we continue this form, we're not winning the league. It's as simple as that. You cannot carry on drawing and losing games and win the league. We haven't won anything yet, but we're still in the position where we can kick on and win the league. Now, I've done some training as a pilot, and one of the things they teach you is if you've got height, you can get out of a stall. You can do something about it. At the moment, we've got a bit of height. We've still got 3-4 months of the season to go. We've got enough games to get out of it. We're still top of the league. We can reset. It's not terminal where we're at. We can turn this around. And the other two things, this is another thing that's going to potentially save our season, is that when I look at the league at the moment, the reality is it's not the best Premier League we've ever seen. Normally you need I think the average is about 87.7 points to win the league. When you look at where everyone is, you're going to need a lot less, probably about 83, 84 points, which we're set to still achieve. So it might be that we're not the greatest Arsenal team that we've ever seen, but we still may well win the Premier League because the other teams around us are worse than us. It might be that we are just the best of a bad lot in the Premier League at the moment.
Leeds next week. Massive game, must win for you?
Look, it doesn't have to be must win at the moment, but if we carry on not getting the 3 points, it becomes that way. And then we're in a position, if we don't win at Leeds and Man City carry on getting the results and Villa start getting the results, then what we have to do is actually go and get a result at Manchester City. And it could all come down to that game. It could all come down to Crystal Palace on the last game of the season away, and we have to get a result there. So none of these games are must win, because it all depends on what our competition is doing. But on today's game, I have to say that there's been a lot of negativity about the game today. But actually, the first 33, 34 minutes were really positive. I thought the team played really well, both from a defensive perspective and also an offensive perspective. But something changed. They say that goals change games, and I've never seen a game change so dramatically from a goal by us. We totally fell apart. And when you look at it, we were in absolute control of that game. The moment we scored, they were in control. We were the better team. Everything about our squad is better than them. Our position's better. Our players are better. Our manager is far more experienced. So it almost seemed like a conscious effort to hand over control to them, which I really didn't understand why that was.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing,
Yeah, you're doing all right. And this is what you get in Europe.
I know. Tony Adams!
Come on, like.
Thank you so much. Lee, you're the man.